Alright, happy lockdown, everybody. It's Cash Night again with another ranking video again. Um, so today, still the same day that I recorded all the previous videos. See, if I'm wearing my Cash shirt, they're recorded in the same day. Yeah, I'm a Queen fan. So. And my name's Cash. Flash, Cash, you get it? It's all good. Right, I'm going with Guns N' Roses. Alright. This is a band you like when you're a kid. Yeah, when you're a teenager, you like them. You love them. Well, the first album anyway. And then you just get sick to death of them. And that's where I am. I am sick to death of them. Brilliant debut album. When I was a kid, I couldn't get enough of the first few albums. Couldn't get enough of them. All the way up to The Illusions, and then it just got annoying. I heard the songs so many times, and everyone's like, yeah, Guns N' Roses, yeah. I had blonde hair at the time and more of it, right? And they're like, hey, you look like Axl Rose. I don't look like Axl Rose. Oh, man, because I used to wear a bandana. I still do want to go out. Anyway, let's get on to this ranking. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Guns N' Roses particularly anymore. I don't even listen to it. Don't even listen to any of their stuff anymore. So I'm going from memory of the last time I listened to them, and that was several years ago. But least favourite, Spaghetti Incident. Alright, terrible cover, and just a load of punk covers. Oh great, the teeth are broke. I hate it when that happens, but it's Guns N' Roses, so balls don't ain't realising the case. Yeah, Since I Don't Have You, New Rose, Down on the Farm, Human Being, Raw Power, Ain't It Fun, Bewlett McCain, Hair of the Dog, Attitude, Black Leather, You Can't Put Your Arms Around a Memory, I Don't Care About You. I don't care about this album. I don't care about Guns N' Roses, but particularly this album. Came out in 93. Although I was sure it was 94, but hey, it says 93 on the case, so what can you do? Yeah, not a lot to say about this. Obviously, every Guns N' Roses fan has heard this, and they probably feel the same. If you don't, if you really enjoyed this album, if you think this is up there, one of the top, definitely put it in the comments. Love to know what you think on that one. Next up, we're going with the latest release, Chinese Democracy, and people might think that's a bit weird, but it's a stronger album. It's an original album. Title track, I like it. It could have done with a little bit more of a bang, a bit more of a pop as it kicked in. But yeah, I had the same feeling with, I think it was Nostradamus by Judas Priest, the title track. Not title track, the opening track, whatever it was, I can't remember. Shackler's Revenge, good song, better. I don't like that one. Street of Dreams, I can't remember. If the World, yeah, There Was a Time, that was a bit better. Catcher in the Rye, nah, scrapped. Ryad in the Boonies, I think that says Badoonies, I don't know. I can't remember the song. I don't even remember that being on the album. What the hell? This could be another Mandela effect like Brighton Rock. Sorry, IRS, Madagascar, This I Love, and Prostitute. Again, not a strong album. There's 14 tracks on there. I'd say 4 of them are decent. This should have been an EP, 4-track EP with the good songs: Chinese Democracy, Shackler's Revenge. There Was a Time. Excuse me, I don't have corona. Just dry throat. I don't know. Chinese Democracy. That came out in 2008. Who was left from GNR? I don't know. I can't be bothered to check it out. It's not worth my time. Not worth it. Next up, we're going into the classic era. The Guns N' Roses, which everyone remembers and everyone loves, or used to love when they were children. Right, we're going with GNR Lies. It's not a bad album. I kind of like it. On the vinyl, it's split into two sides, kind of the same way the CD is, 1988 and 1986, split with Live Like a Suicide. So since it's got both EPs, it's an album. It's an album's worth. No, 86, 88. Sorry, got it the wrong way around. Doesn't matter. Irrelevant. So this came out in 88, and I think one of the more fun parts of this was reading through the newspaper. Reckless Life's great. I heard that this first side, this 86 side, Reckless Life, Nice Boys, Moves to the City, Mamakin, they weren't really live. So I heard that. I don't know whether it's true or not. And then Patience, Used to Love Her, You're Crazy, 1 in a Million, all acoustic. Used to Love Her is a great song. Obviously the Appetite version is better. Was it on Appetite or is that You're Crazy? I can't remember. And I think everyone loved reading the inside. Better cover that, but that's probably why everyone loved that, especially on vinyl, because it was a lot bigger. Obviously it's YouTube. You can guess what goes there. You know the anatomy of humans. But yeah, so there's my number 3 worst GNR Lies. On to my top 3. Okay, people might frown upon this. It's Use Your Illusion 1, right? This is because I had Use Your Illusion 2 on cassette, right? It was the first Illusion that I heard. I think I'd heard November Rain, and it was great at the time. Live and Let Die, I'd heard that one. Obviously the cover, I'd heard the original and the cover. And it's a strong album, particularly strong album. But Right Next Door to Hell, Dust and Bones, Live and Let Die, Don't Cry, original version, Perfect Crime, You Ain't the First, Bad Obsession, Back Off Bitch, Double Talking Jive, November Rain, The Garden, Garden of Eden, Don't Damn Me, Bad Apples, Dead Horse, Coma. Right. I think The Garden, the one with Alice Cooper, unfortunately, that shouldn't be on there. That was a waste of time. You Ain't the First, yeah. I don't know. It's a pretty strong album. Again, it came out in, what was it, 91? I think, yeah, 91. Along with Illusion 2, which is up next. Right. Yeah, so as I said, Use Your Illusion 2, up next, my number 2. Civil War, 14 Years, Yesterdays, Knocking on Heaven's Door. I've got bored. Same with Illusion 1. I got so sick of hearing November Rain and Don't Cry. I did enjoy the song Coma. I used to know how to play the main riff there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Get in the Ring, fun song. Shotgun Blues, another fun song. Breakdown, a bit of a waste of time. Pretty Tied Up's a fun song. Locomotive's pretty, shit. So Fine, I don't like that. Strange, I think, is better than November Rain. You Could Be Mine, I love Terminator 2. And when I heard that, it was like, yeah. Don't Cry, again, I prefer the alternative lyrics version, and it is just alternative lyrics. My World is a waste of time. But yeah, released on the same day. Yay! They could have done something better with the album art though. It's terrible album art. Oh, let's have the same drawing. We'll just have one in yellow and red and one in blue and purple. And it's just, it doesn't really grab your attention. Try to imagine what it looked like on the shelves when it was new. Although for some reason I am seeing it in a bit of a different light. That's the way I used to see it, but I haven't even looked at it in pretty much a decade. And then number 1, the debut. Goes without saying. I think everyone agrees. Everyone can agree that this is the best album, but it's the most overplayed album in history. I don't care whether you're the Beatles, the Stones. This album has had more airplay than anyone, and I am so sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of practically every song on this album. Welcome to the Jungle. Really? I'm so tired of it. Yeah, it was great when I was a kid. It's so easy, not so played so much, but Night Train, so badly overplayed. Out to Get Me, not so much. Mr. Brownstone, I hear that loads. Should we really go on to Paradise City? Man, I remember girls singing it when I was in primary school. All the girls were singing it. I was like, oh, that's a bit catchy. What is it? You know, and I don't think I ever knew. I probably did know. Who knows? I remember Paradise City. It was great when I was a child. What was this? This was 87, I believe. Yeah, the 87. 87, so... How old was I? 5. No. It must have been a couple of years later. I was about 7 when I was hearing the girls in the playground singing Paradise City. My Michelle, I used to play that to do my sister's head in. Think About You, that's a good song. I like that one. Sweet Child, I never want to hear it again. It should just be evaporated from existence. Just so overplayed. It's killed whatever momentum it ever had. You know, it used to be a good song, great solo, but it's just so overplayed that it's killed it. It's a useless song. It hasn't got that spark. This whole album hasn't got that spark anymore because it's so overplayed. You're Crazy was the one I was on about. I like this version. I like the Lies version, but this one's electric. Anything Goes. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste of time, bit of a filler. Rocket Queen, again overplayed, but the live version on the Illusion tour had that little snippet where Axl was doing his little rapping bit and it made it a little bit different, but no one hears that anymore. So yeah, maybe that should have been released on the live album. Or is it? I can't remember. Don't know, yeah, it's been that long. But yeah, it goes without saying. Pretty sure the whole population agrees. If you disagree, I would love to hear that. If your number one is not Appetite, I'd love to hear what it truly is. Don't just say it for the sake of saying it. But yeah, I'd love to know. Same cup, just different coffee. So, well, it's the same coffee, it's just a new one. I love my coffee. Real coffee, and a Starbucks crap. Dehydrated milk, really. Alright, so with that being said, if you give me a like, that'd be great. Subscribe, great. Comment, I'd love to know what you're commenting. I'd love to know your version on your rankings of the Guns N' Roses studio albums. I don't think they've released anything to challenge democracy. I hope not. Well, don't care. Alright, see you soon.